EPAWA meteorologist Bobby Martich here with your outlook for October 16th, 2020. For your Friday, we're expecting a raw, damp, and chilly day today. We're going to have temperatures much cooler by almost 20 degrees in some locations. Cooler than what we saw on Thursday. It was a very nice day on Thursday with mostly sunny skies and temperatures in the middle 70s across most of the region. So it was a fantastic day to be outside. Today's going to be the complete and almost polar opposite of that. No pun intended, but we will have clouds around all day with scattered showers. It will be a little bit more intermittent in our western areas and a little bit more concentrated in our eastern areas. And in fact, our far eastern areas will have the heaviest amounts of rain from this as this cold front moves through today. But temperatures are going to be stuck in the 50s today. So going from 75 to 55 to 58-ish today is going to be quite the shock from what we saw on Thursday. So going forward here in time, again, the highest concentration of these showers are going to be across the eastern areas, and our heaviest will be the far eastern areas across Delaware and New Jersey. And this will move through during the course of the evening and overnight. I don't think this is going to go all night long here. Once we get past maybe like late evening or midnight, you could see some improvement, especially in the interior as this moves away. And then we have that trough settling in behind this for Saturday. That's going to give us much cooler temperatures again, continuing on Saturday with temperatures, even though we're going to have any early clouds giving way to sun, you're going to have temperatures that are stuck in the 50s, very similar in highs to what we're going to see today as well. But this is a short-lived trough. It's going to lift out here on Sunday, or begin to lift out on Sunday, so we're going to have some moderating temperatures a little bit, at least, going into Sunday, but still the same theme of partly to mostly sunny skies. So here is the NAM high-res future simulated radar, and I'm starting this off at 8 a.m., and you can see it's just some light intermittent showers around here, and as we move through the course of the day here, these are going to become more concentrated in our eastern areas. In the central parts of central PA here, might not see too much at all. And I'll show you that rain projection here in a minute. But as we get through this is looking at noon, and going through the course of the afternoon, you see the concentration of the showers are just going to keep coming over the same areas, just mainly eastern areas, far eastern Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Delaware. And that's where we think the heaviest concentration of rain is going to be. And this is going to go into the evening hours. This is actually looking at midnight now. And it's just about wrapping up just after midnight in Pennsylvania and in the wee hours of the morning here, but still pre-dawn on Saturday morning for our far eastern areas. Here's the NAM projections, and this is the NAM 3 kilometer, which is usually a little weenie, as we like to call it in the weather communities here, the weenie-ish model as far as putting out the most amounts of rain, which are typically unrealistic. But this is a 3 kilometer NAM showing very little out here in central Pennsylvania. Of course, these areas probably need the most out of our entire area. If you could flip this, it would be great. But these areas are going to have very little, very nuisance amounts of rain here from, if you draw a line from Lancaster up to about Pottsville and points west here, you're not looking at too much, maybe under a tenth of an inch in some of those locations. But across northeast PA, we generally about between a quarter and maybe 0.35, something like that up here. Far eastern Pennsylvania is between a quarter and a half inch. And then once you get right around the Philadelphia metro, most of New Jersey and Delaware, you're getting into that half inch to 3/4 of an inch range. Maybe some locally higher amounts than that, but I don't think that's going to be a big deal for most areas. We're going to get some areas will get 0.8, 0.9. In that there can be very small, narrow corridor of that heavier rain. So I think this is a very realistic approach for a change from the 3 kilometer NAM. Again, which is usually typically overdone on precipitation amounts. And if this is in fact overdone, then you're really not going to have that much to deal with today. But it is going to be a persistent kind of like, drizzly, showery, not a great day to be outside. I had a couple people reach out to me on Twitter and ask me if it's if I get out early enough, can I golf? Well, you can, but it's not going to be the best conditions necessarily, so I wouldn't recommend it necessarily. Just hold off for the weekend if you can and just be much better. It will be cool again here on Saturday, like I said, and then Sunday that trough starts to lift out. We still have high pressure control, though, so we're going to have partly to mostly sunny skies and temperatures getting back into the 60s. So you're probably in the upper 80s, upper 80s, upper 50s again on Saturday. They're probably in the low to mid 60s for size on Sunday. Once we get into next week, we are going to see temperatures increase again. We have a frontal boundary that's a weakening front that's going to be coming toward us. That just looks like it's going to lose steam here. We do have a stray chance for a shower here, but because of that proximity of that cold front coming at us, we have partly to mostly cloudy skies here on Monday, and then later Monday night into early Tuesday could be another isolated shower across parts of our region. Not a real big deal. But then it looks like the rest of the week is going to be generally dry. Both are looking at Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We might have another system coming at us toward the end of the week. Another one of these weak fronts that are just going to be kind of dying. And the reason they're dying is because there's a ridge, upper air ridge that's building in over the region here. So everything running into that ridge is kind of just falling apart. So you can almost put, you really have a strong warm air advection coming in here next week. So we're going to have temperatures back near the 70-degree mark for several days during the work week next week. So it's going to be warming up yet again as we get into next week. I know I have a lot of arrows here. Hopefully you're able to follow along with what I was trying to show there. But you have a big ridge here that's kind of blocking. All these fronts are coming at us. They're really not effective. So they kind of run into these, runs in the ridge, and it just kind of collapses. And I think we're going to be dealing with a lot next week. A lot of frontal boundaries that are going to be coming one after another, but nothing really more than clouds or maybe a stray shower, it looks like, especially when we're looking at the Monday, Tuesday time frame. I think after that point, we're probably fine through Wednesday and Thursday of next week. I'm EPAWA meteorologist Bobby Martich. That is your outlook for October 16th, 2020. Have a great Friday.